So you're putting out a new record. Well, it's already out, actually. It's a Rat-A-Tat-Tat. What was the inspiration behind this record?
Just to keep the ball rolling, really. After I put out that first record, I put a band together. We did some live stuff. And, I wanted to do more.
So do you have any one particular song that you're proud of from either of your two solo records?
On the new one, there's one called "I'll Never Say" that I really like a lot. It's mostly acoustic, which is kind of different, and something that you probably wouldn't expect from where I come from. And then I don't know, yeah, there's some pretty cool experimental stuff on there. I'm looking forward to maybe playing some of this stuff.
How does it feel making solo records compared to making records with the Melvins? Is it a different approach?
I guess since I'm the guitar player mostly as well, usually it'll start with guitar and I'll record usually to a click track and do a scratch track of that. And then I'll go record drums and then get rid of the click and then add other stuff onto it. With Melvins, we don't really do that, and I wouldn't do that if I could clone myself and just play along. But with Melvins, we're not usually using a click. And usually when we start something, it will be me and Buzz doing something first, Sometimes we'll have bass along, or Steve will play along with us or whatever, but usually we'll just start with guitar and drums and build on it from there. But yeah, I build everything up from scratch with the solo stuff, usually.
So having put out your first solo record, aside from the kind of the Kiss thing you guys did in the 80s, putting your first solo record out in 2017, was that a gratifying feeling for you, getting something out that's just Dale Crover?
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, for sure. I was happy to do it. I was happy to do a second one too. I can't believe I did two. We'll see if I can actually do a third. We planned on doing live shows this year, but it just, didn't work out because of COVID, unfortunately. The label has been really supportive on me doing stuff and are really into it.
So Dale, how would you compare your first two solo records with each other?
The new one's definitely similar. The difference, I think, is I didn't really have. The first one came about differently. I'd already done a bunch of stuff for like a weird lathe cut EP that Joyful Noise put out, and kind of used that as a jumping board to make a record. And then this one was kind of like starting from scratch, I guess. But yeah. They're similar, and the new one to me just seems like a progression.